E. Jones.
The E. Jones Show.
We got my man General Steele, legendary General Steele, Smif and Wesson. Y'all already know what it is. Salute to the legend. Always gotta salute you, fam. And then we got my man VVS Verbal in the building.
Showtime.
The Showtime.
Salute. Peace to everybody on the grind for a better tomorrow.
No doubt.
Yeah, what's up?
No doubt. So, first and foremost, we're going to get into, since, Steele, we're going to have you talk later. We're going to talk to the artist first. VVS Verbal.
All right.
What does that mean? Tell me. Where did you get the name from?
VVS Verbal is the verbally vicious savior, you see what I'm saying? And then, like, when I rhyme, I shine bright like a diamond, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like one of the top quality artists on the planet in America, you see what I'm saying, on the globe. So I felt like VVS was the perfect name because that's like one of the top quality diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Shine bright like a diamond.
No doubt. So, how did this whole MC rap game, get your attention? Because I know there's a beginning before there's an ending.
Oh man, I've been fell in love with music from when I was a kid, like as a baby. You know what I mean? Like my mom used to have records and pops, and I got an older sister. You know what I mean? So I thought I was gonna be a DJ until I scratched too many needles, and that's when I started jotting down my little rhymes. It took a couple years for me to build the courage to jump in the park ciphers with the hood legends. Every hood got some legendary artists that never really make it, but in that neighborhood, they like legendary and shit.
No doubt.
So once I was nice enough to rhyme with the hood legends, I just kept doing this from the heart and writing songs from the heart. And I got a comrade. Shout out to my bro Louis Skaggs. He built the bond with General Steele, and they had their own little thing going on. And then he just brought me on board, and we've been ripping and running ever since. It's a family affair over here,
No doubt. We played 3 of your joints. We played Grind. We played The Rebirth of the Slickest. And then we also played Then to Now, showing you love. And I got my interns in the building. And they all of them said that's that 90s sound in New York rap, which was refreshing. And that's a great compliment for you because right now, it ain't really sounding like what I just heard, what I played on my show. And I'm not trying to hate. I'm just saying it's just my opinion. It was a breath of fresh air.
I respect that, man. Like real recognized, you know what I mean?
So,
like you said, like we do this from the heart. So, like I'm glad you can even say that, because it's greatly appreciated. The blood, sweat, and tears we put in to do this, because we do it for the people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, you got the right mentor.
Everybody wants a bag or a check, but we do it for the people from the heart, and then we worry about the bag afterwards.
Oh, the bag is gonna come if the skills is right. Know what I mean?
Exactly,
And I said you got the right mentor with the legend right there. The legend ain't gonna lead you wrong. He gonna show you in the right direction because we already know his ball game is crazy. So it better rub off on you.
Yeah, Nah, that's a fact. Look, I've been learning daily for over the last 10 years. Messing with the big bro, man. Not only is he a lyrical genius, but this is like one of the illest dudes you could ever meet in this game, in the whole entertainment game, you know what I'm saying? Because he always going to kick it with you real from the heart, you know what I'm saying, and inspire you and put that fire behind you in a positive way, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just amazing, man. So I just want to big my big bro, General Steele, up too, man.
You already, bro.
Yeah, salute to General Steele, man. He's a down-to-earth brother, first and foremost. Definitely a lyrical genius, and then you add the other stick of dynamite to him, his partner in crime. That's a problem.
Yeah.
So,
Word up.
So if I was a fellow MC, I don't know. I would have to pick my poison. I'd just say, what, I'd rather not deal with neither one of them. Forget it. I'm done.
Gotta stay neutral. Keep the neutrality.
Yeah, I'm done. So, VVS, I got a question to ask you, brother. We got a fellow artist, an up-and-coming artist in the building with us right now. This young lady Sing. I want you to give us some advice on what she need to do to get in the game.
Advice to get in the game?
Just
I would just tell her to stay consistent. You know what I mean? Keep writing. Keep writing daily. You know what I'm saying? Keep a positive circle around you. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That's always needed because you can't have like negative enemies around you. You know what I mean? You need people that's going to keep you in a positive spirit and uplift you. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And just go hard, do it from the heart. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're thinking about, make sure it's like something real from the heart. And you're always going to touch the people. Think about all the greatest songs we ever loved, like throughout the years, right? It was something that touched you. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So as long as you're coming from the heart and you're giving them facts with a message, they gonna love you, baby girl.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
and that's real right there. I'm slide the conversation with you around the table. I got my man T in the building. Anything you want to build with VVS Verbal about?
I definitely just had one in my head too.
You said peace.
Yo, not showing love. So now I think I asked everybody, like, what do you think separates you from these mainstream dudes in the game right now?
Well, one, like, we rhyming about stuff we really live in and we really do, you know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking nobody, but everybody, got all of this money until you see them, they don't got no money, or they killing everybody, they shooters, they this, that, and that's not really their life, you know what I'm saying? So again, it goes to what I was just saying for Homegirl. Like, just give them facts with a message, you know what I'm saying? Like, I rhyme from the heart and I give them facts with a message. And plus, not to mention, I'm super lyrical, you know what I'm saying? Wordplay, double, triple entendre, stuff like that. Like, so I'm, like, way ahead of these cats that's, like, mainstream. But at the same time, don't get me wrong, like, I got a 9-year-old son, so I know about Tekashi 6ix9ine and all of these young trippy reds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I be in tune because my son listens to that. So I got to be in tune, and I don't hate on no artist. Because everybody is doing what they do to feed their family and support their loved ones, you see what I'm saying?
True.
My whole thing is, if you're going to do this hip-hop thing at whatever level it is, just respect the brothers that paved the lanes to help you do this, to put you in the position you in, you see what I'm saying? The forefathers. Know your history, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing. You could be the person that swipe Metro cards all day, to know about the whole MTA system. Or if you know what I'm saying, you sell Lucy's all day, then know where to get the cheapest box of cigarettes so you can make the most off your Lucy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just be on top of your shit. Like, hone in and study your craft.
Right. Know the game so you can control the game.
No doubt. I like it. Talise?
Back to you said your son, he's 9 years old?
Yeah, he's 9 going on 17.
What do you hope to give or like educate young boys with your music?
Oh, it's funny you say that, right? Because I don't curse on songs, right? So for the most part, it's maybe like 5 or less curses on my album, and all of those is from the features. You know what I'm saying? So like my music, you could play it from age 8 to 80. You know what I mean? It's facts for the message, uplifting, inspirational music. So like I play my music for my son, and they love it. His friends, you know what I mean? Like they're like, that's my dad, you know. So I just try to inspire and let them know it's more than what they just gonna see on the TV in the regular video. You know, somebody that's just giving them the fast life version, you know what I'm saying? I got to let them know, like, it's a big world out here. It's realer than that, you know what I'm saying? So it's deeper than money, cars, and clothes and jewelry, you know what I'm saying? It's about the love. It's about the people, you know what I mean? It's about building relationships. It's about networking, you know what I'm saying, etc.
Jewels being
I just
dropped.
try to keep them in a positive spirit and let them know it's deeper than what you see on a regular TV screen, you know?
No doubt.
They be having a lot of hidden agendas on these in music, on these TV shows, movies, etc. So you know,
At these
you gotta
parties.
really kick it with the youth today, you know.
No doubt. I like it. I like it. I like it. So now we're gonna rattle. Don't go nowhere, VVS, but we're gonna rattle the legend real quick.
I'm here.
We're gonna get in his business because there's a lot of people, some in the room, that don't know the legendary Smif and Wesson. So we're gonna start from the beginning, and then we're gonna bring it up. Let's start from the beginning. How did it all start from you, legend?
For as far as Smith and Wesson, I started rhyming it. Like I probably started rhyming a little more seriously when I got into high school. I wasn't really that good. It was dudes around me that was shul taman. So I was just like paying attention to the culture as it was expanding, and I got sucked in. I think I might have had 2 raps to my name, and my one of my good friends' name is Chase from up the hill, Brooklyn, Chauncey Street. He was nice. He wanted to form a group, and I was a pushover. I was still in my shy phases, but when he came, he became my mentor, so to speak. We was the same age. We very similar features, so it looked like it would have been a good idea. So we started rolling around, and he introduced me to his DJ, DJ Wallaby Clark. His uncle Dre was managing him at the time. So this kid seemed real serious, and I was just right there soaking it all up. We did a couple of shows, a couple of talent shows, and the type of person that he is, he needed to see that money fast. It didn't come fast enough, so he basically jumped off that ship. You know what I'm saying? And I had already got bit by the bug. I wasn't ready to throw in the towel yet. So I continued to work with his uncle Dre, and I got my own DJ from Brownsville, my DJ Don Q. Okay. So at that time, I was pretty much a solo artist. I was running around as a solo artist, MC Steele, and Tech at the time was just like just my friend. We were just kicking it. We was just like running around with D-Sep, busting heads and stuff like that. So he wasn't even rhyming yet. But after a while, I felt the urge to kind of expand it, and me and Tech was getting so close. I said it'd be cool for us to be a group, and then we start honing that, start coming up with names, and we start getting into that next phase.
All right. Well, I got another question for you now.
All
right. You and Tech got together. Y'all meshed, formed Smif and Wesson. How did the whole boot camp click situation? Because a lot of times when we hear from each one of y'all individually or as groups, we all wonder, how did this whole boot camp click thing come together?
All right, well, it's you have me and Tech, right? You already have that. Like, me and Tech are friends, right? I'm already running around doing solo art stuff. Like, I'm MC Steele, right? So in my hood, in Cephalo Projects, Rockness Monster lives right across the street from me. I find out Rockness Monster rhymes from my uncle, God bless his soul, my Uncle Guy. He told me, yo, you got to meet this kid, Jamal. He nice. I'm like, all right. In the project, it's a lot of stack. You stacking on top of people. So we still kids. We hadn't even met each other. We lived right across the street. So he started rolling with me. I was already making little waves. I was already doing talent shows by myself. Tech was just kind of like my entourage hype man, so to speak. He wanted to be, he wanted to work the boards. He really didn't really express his ambition to rhyme, so it was just me. I was MC Steele, and then I started to kind of bring these brothers around. I bring Tech is from Bed-Stuy, so when I bring Tech, you bring a Bed-Stuy guy to Brownsville, you kind of look like a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So when I used to bring Tech around, and we would go to my DJ's house, and we would go there and we would practice. We would freestyle. We would write rhymes. We would listen to records. DJ was scratching up records while we would rhyme. Rock, being one of the baddest cats in the building, helped me sharpen up my skills. So we was sparring a lot. And then my little cousin Supreme, he had just came. He had Supreme is from the Representatives.
Okay.
That's my blood cousin. He just came from San Diego. He was out there seeing us working, and he wanted to come. He wanted to come back to New York. I told him to wait. We ain't get the deal yet. You know what I'm saying? To wait, bro. We working on it. But at that time, the family was building. At the time, we was going by the name of MOST, Major Organized Sound Troopers. Sean Price wasn't even in the mix yet. OGC wasn't even in the mix yet. But Top Dog from OGC, that's my blood brother. So it's only a matter of time before he was going to get pulled in. So a lot of these things that it was all right around us, and it just started to formulate. I went to night school at George Weston House, and I met Buckshot's sister, who at the time was interested in dancing.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I mentioned that I was already doing shows. I was already doing variety shows on TV. I was going to people's school. I was trying to make a name for myself, and I had my entourage with me. So she had saw one of those shows, Ron Alexander's show or something like that, Throwback. I think we still do that show too. But she, you know, I guess we built a friendship because I still was shy, which is crazy. Because you see somebody in this classroom and they think you a star. I'm clearly not a star yet. So I don't really want to talk about it like that. But she acknowledged me, and we began to build with each other. She was into dancing, and then she said, yo, you got to meet my brother and his partner. And lo and behold, she was talking about Buckshot at 5FT. I had a show coming up at the Apollo Theater. You know, they do the shows on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be on TV, bro. I said, we done hit the big time now. So I needed to pull out my big guns. We rehearsed for the Apollo. We went out there. Buckshot and 5FT opened up the show for me in dance mode. I wasn't even rapping with them guys yet. You know, so we wasn't calling ourselves Boot Camp Click yet. After that, we separated because, again, you know, life changes. Life, and then you got to go to work. Dudes is graduating from school. Some guys, you know, going through other different rites of passage. So we got separated for a little while, and I opened my eyes one day and I saw Buckshot on TV doing some HBO Spike Lee type of thing. I was like, wow, I got to find him again. You know? And I caught back up with him, and he had signed to Nervous, and Tech and I started rolling with him as like his entourage now. He was like security slash, you know what I mean, slash tough guy slash weed dispensary guys, you know. So we learned the ropes from him, and in doing so with that, we secured a deal with him, to manage us, stuck down management. So now it's 360 degrees back home because he was on my ticket. Now we came back and jumped on his ticket. At that time, Tech was rhyming now. So we had already built up the Smif and Wesson. We had already converted it to Smif and Wesson, and we was running around with that. We was already running around calling Brooklyn, Bucktown. We ain't have a deal yet. We ain't signed a Nervous contract yet, but we was already formulating how we was going to come out. And all we had to do was sit back patiently and wait for Buck to kind of let us know when it was our time. And that's pretty much how it lined up. And you already know the rest. The rest is basically we went back and got our brothers.
Yep. And I want to salute y'all for that because what we're hearing right now is y'all made sure everybody was covered. You know how some people get on to something, you know, Buck would get on to something. Y'all separated, but Buck got on.
Yeah.
And then he was humble enough to say, "Yo, I'm going to pull my peoples back in because y'all pulled him in the beginning. So I got y'all. And then y'all went back and got your other brothers and said, yo, we're going to pull y'all in.
Right.
And we're going to make this a movement. When it's a lot of dudes that say, "Yeah, I'm on. I don't know if I can help you."
Yeah, well, not right now, son. But this is the thing. Well, we practiced with each other. Like, we didn't only just try to sharpen our skills. We was teaching each other how to be better men. Like, the same way Verbal said earlier, like, we ain't talking about, yo, we gonna get on this rap thing and we about to make a whole lot of money. The culture was beautiful for us to be a part of. So when we sort of our own growth and development, we started handling it like that. We started handling it as like a quasi-military rap crew. You know, we had dudes literally reading books. If you ain't doing nothing right now, read a book. And we ain't have computers. You know what I mean? We ain't have smartphones then. So dudes would really be reckless and loose. So if you're sitting on the stoop at the Dog Hilly, we got dudes reading. We got dudes reading the Bible, the Quran. If your reading skills ain't up, we got some Cat in the Hat books for you. So we really, and all that aside, we teaching patience, discipline, you know, and obedience, because we know how police like to treat Black and Latino young men out here in the world too. So we formed a brotherhood. In that brotherhood, that's what the boot camp is. We all were teaching each other. We're learning from Buckshot. Buckshot had to introduce us to Beat Miners. Because to Beat Miners, we was still a myth to them. You know, so when we went to go, we finally had to sit with them in their home. They made beats for us in their home. Their mother was upstairs. So we had to have some type of respect about ourselves to be recording rap stuff in these brothers' home, you know. So what we learned out in the street, we was able to take to the studio. We was able to take to the stage. You know, we was able to take to these different platforms that we're speaking on now. Which is a lot of, I think it's a lot of issues with what's going on now. A lot of brothers just think you don't need that type of training. You don't need that discipline. And you go in and you just wreck the buffet and make the game look like it's suffering. But our camp is very big, man. You know, it didn't stop at just the grade 8 and the House of Reps. We have a very extensive family, but we don't promote it like a Wu-Tang version. There's no sections. It's a boot camp family, and the grade 8 is the face. You know, we the presidents of that movement. But it's the lessons behind it, you know, that keep it strong, and the people that continuously rock with us. The people that rock with us, those are boot champions too.
All right, then I guess I'm a boot champion then. I rock with y'all.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
101.
I rock with y'all. So it is what it
Word
is.
up.
And those who don't want to accept it, deal with it.
That's right.
But
Right.
back to you, my brother. I love the fact I wanted to bring you back on because I felt like we skipped over a lot of stuff. We had a great conversation. It was very engaging, but
Right.
there was, as we say from the hood, there was a couple of lids off the garbage can that we had to put back on. And I wanted to give you the platform to tell your story. And I love the fact that you was able to tell us how this all started, because you hate hearing, well, I heard, or I was
Right.
told. I don't want to hear from who I was told from. I want to hear from the horse's mouth, which is you.
Right.
Now, moving
Don't
forward.
wait for the artist to die.
Yeah. Don't wait for him to die. We want to hear it now. And just for your man VVS also too, bruh. This is what the show is about, man. We not loving hip hop, all that other nonsense. I wanted to build a platform for you brothers to come on the show and tell your story. I want to be the radio version of Unsung for y'all.
Yes. Yes. Now that's peace. this is important because it's funny that programming can use the title Love and Hip Hop because it really don't got nothing to do. Only thing it got to do with hip hop is the fact that the people who are on it are in the entertainment business.
But they're not into hip
It got
hop.
nothing to do with right. It got nothing to do with love, But this should be called Love and Hip Hop. Like when you love in the culture, you should be able to use that flag. I think it's important for us to document our stories before you have another scenario like Tupac and Biggie. Unfortunately, we lost them to a traumatic situation, but it's worse to have brothers and sisters drop the bomb early. Like, I'm uplifting the youth. I can't tell you what you need to learn, but I can show you that there's things to learn. If I don't let you know that there's other options, opportunities out there for you, you're probably gonna get jammed up the way these cats is selling you dreams. We're not gonna sit by and let that happen because we got cousins, nieces, nephews that need to be fed that proper soul food, or they gonna turn on the elders. How we turn on our elders is the elders ain't teach us nothing. Civil rights ever failed us. I think that it gets crucial because people really don't know what they don't know what they're talking about. So you gotta continuously have these type of platforms where we can have a dialogue constantly. It's always important to have this dialogue, man. It's beautiful when we can turn the music down and we can just talk to each other. Acapella style. You can learn a lot from each other.
And that's the atmosphere I wanted to build. You know what I mean? I wanted, and I reach, and I'm going to continue to reach, and I'm going to continue to tell each legend I talk to, please pass off. I left a message for Tech. He had liked the, because I was promoting, the interview with you on Instagram, and he liked it. I said, you next. You next. So don't just like it. You next.
You want to target, boy. Right.
Because I want you, men and women, to come on the show and like we had Roxanne Shante on the show.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
And I told her, I said, sis, we always hear how effed up you was and how disgruntled you was. I don't want to hear what they told me. I'm gonna give you the mic, Roxanne. Let us know what really happened. And she let it rip.
Word. That's powerful.
So, only thing I tell y'all is, please pass me off to another legend, to another legend, to another legend. Let them know I'm not Charlemagne.
My wheels is turning right now, beloved. Know that. I think I might have about 5 or 6 cats for you. I don't know who you spoke to, but I'll definitely spread that gospel, man.
Appreciate it.
I can patch you in with, directly with cats, with certain dudes. Of course, my boot camp family, I line them up for you.
Yeah, line that up first. Let me knock them out first because I had the Juice Crew on with the exception of Kane and Bismarcky, but I did have Ace on. I had Craig G on, and I had Shantae on. I did Shan a while ago, but Shan is a little. I got the FCC thing working with me, so I got to do Shan on some other. You know what I mean? Because he'll make me, I won't get no checks with him on here. He's uncut.
Shan got a lot to say.
Yeah, he got a lot to say. He got a lot to clean up. Shan to come on here. We'll all be in fines and anything. This mother F. I'm like, oh, Shan, chill. Yo, I can't say that. Yo, Shan, chill. But I definitely wanted to open this up for you gentlemen to come on, and I'm going to promote your music. I'm going to play your music. You know what I mean? So, if things move, just smile. I can't say what I want to say, but I'll talk to you behind the scene. But if things start moving, just smile. Say, that's my man E. He got me. So,
that's 100.
I definitely want to plug y'all into my new breed, which is T and Talise. They got a show called For the Record. So I definitely want VVS to jump on there and vibe with them because I think it's a great look for them. And I'll make sure
now let's make that happen. And also, not to cut you off, I want to do a feature with Homegirl, man. Let's make that happen.
Oh, it's good. I mean, my Instagram is K_melodies. I have an album on iTunes, Spotify, and Tidal. It's called Intro. And again, my name is Kay and then Melodies. So that would be dope.
You said Kay?
K-A-Y, and then
I couldn't hear that last part.
M-E-L-O-D-I-E-S, Melodies.
K Melodies.
Oh,
Yes,
Melodies.
sir. What's your Instagram so I can look you up
All
real
right,
quick?
bet. It's VVS Verbal.
VVS Verbal. Okay, I'm going to add you right now.
2 V's, 1 S, V-E-R-B-A-L.
We making connections. See how this works?
I see.
Yeah,
Just followed you, brother.
That's how the game go.
And we gonna even make it. I'm gonna come back home so I can directly hang out with my family, which is y'all. I'm gonna come to New York.
Oh, we're going to New York?
Yeah, but see now I got my intern's attention. She's like, "Oh, we going to New York? Oh, now you want to hear what I gotta
What do
say?
you mean?
Cut your mic off. I'm cutting it off.
Why?
You're off. You're off."
I want to go home too.
Nah, I'm only playing. But I definitely want y'all to know the legend got my email address. So whatever y'all got going on, and legend, you kind of stashed on me. I'm gonna get you right now, legend. I saw the little picture on Instagram. Yo, this shit ain't a throwback. We in the studio now. I need that. I ain't hear nothing yet. I need that.
Listen, yo, E.
What up?
As soon as I can clear that, I got you.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? I just had to throw a little sleeper cell out there, you know, so kind of silence the question. But to keep it 100, man, I'm supposed to like I can't be quiet about it because it's really going down, and people want to know and they need to know, but I can't reveal anything more or who we're working with. I can't send no music out just as yet. But I promise you, man, as soon as I get the green light, I'm gonna send them darts your way. Special deliveries, yo.
Appreciate that. And what we got to do, too, we got to set up something that we can bring Smif and Wesson to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Because I've seen cats come through here. Some is interesting, but that's not what I want to. I need to feel a home.
Yeah.
Give me one night of Brooklyn. That's all I ask. Just one night.
If you
Just
got
one night
anything-
in Brooklyn?
If you got any promoters in mind that you think could make that happen, send me the email. I emailed you a drop, so you got my email in your box as well.
No doubt.
If anybody you need that I could talk to, or you can lead the point. Like we workers, man. We like connection connects for real. Like if you want to bring us out, you want to work on something, and we put it together, and we see how we can do it. Smith & Wesson, our paperwork is good. We able to get on planes, you know. We know how to travel. Our passports work. Like whatever we need to do, let's get it. And we understand how the financial world is working right now. If dudes ain't able to book some big shows, we might come out to something cozy and close up and personal, but it still got to be right and make sense.
Oh, no. It's
All
going
things is doable.
it's going to make sense because we all sitting here now, and I'm rubbing my chin, and I'm thinking about October that we're doing the event. I'm gonna hit you when we get up because I don't want to put too much out there, but I'm gonna hit you.
Right.
Give me about 2 hours, and I'm gonna hit you, and then I'm gonna send you a little tease first, and then you let me know.
Sounds right.
And I'm talking about this October, like Halloween weekend.
Dig it.
All right.
Well, what's beautiful is that we're striving to have some Smith & Wesson out at around that time. Like we right now, we're currently in the mixing stages. It's securing the last bit of features and what have you. So for the we're in at 90% percentile. So inshallah, we have something. I can lay on your table by then.
All right. No doubt. And I was honored last week to have Paula Perry rock out with me on the show.
Oh, word.
That's my girl. She is hilarious.
We got a song together, which is crazy. We just did a video for this song called Brooklyn. It's me, Paula, Little Fame, and the Smith brothers, and this brother named Brady Cash. It's actually Brady Cash song, but I was just bugging off the fact that he got all those Brooklyn cats. Oh, and I forgot Saigon is on it too.
Wow.
it's like, you know, you got people that's doing stuff that might not cross your radar. I'll get the finished version of that. I don't even know if you heard it. I'll send that to you. I got some other things I might could send your way in the meantime too. Definitely can sample that stuff.
And I'm gonna hook my girl Ty Boogie up with your information, your email address and all that, so she can set up her interview with you guys also too, to have y'all bless her, you know, bless their show also too.
Sounds like
I like that.
So before y'all go,
what's up, man.
please let our listeners know where they can find you social media wise, so they know how to hit y'all up. You know, and I'm gonna shake the trees and see if I can yoke some of these promoters up and make some things happen.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, we workable, man. I'm the General Steele. Instagram, Twitter, General Steele, spell it all out. If it ain't an E at the end, it ain't me. Tony Steele on Facebook, but Facebook I don't really business with that. It'd be too loose for me. But you still can get at me on those platforms. If you want to get at me, but business wise, like hit me up on the Instagram direct message. And don't come with no BS because I will block you. I will block you and send you to Saturn. You know what I mean?
He said send
Oh,
you
Bucktown USA Entertainment, the website. Instagram, all of that. All right. VVS Verbal, Instagram, Twitter.
I'm coming in 1 minute, Shirley. My son called me just now. I just got a new letter from what's his name?
That's
Yeah,
pretty much
my
it.
fault, y'all.
That's
My boss had just with it. Well, they can hit me up. Look, you can hit me up, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's VVS Verbal, 2 V's, 1 F, VERBAL. You see what I'm saying? Y'all looking for my new album, Rebirth for the Slickest? It's out there right now. It's on iTunes, Tidal, Amazon, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Music. You want a hard copy, you can hit me on BucktownUSA.com, or you can just hit me directly on my social media. I Millie Rock on your block. Quick sidebar, right? Like the last 6 minutes, I've been stuck on Instagram on K Melody's page. Oh my!
Oh, done.
Rack it up.
He was like, "Oh my!"
Yeah.
I got a bunch of heart emojis to send her way. Oh man.
Oh, Lord.
That's what it is, yo. Yo, General, I'm gonna holler at you before the day ends because we got some business to take care of.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir. Thank you for the op, man. Good to build with y'all, man. You heard?
You more than welcome to come on the show anytime you want. Let me know.
Man, that's peace. That's peace.
You too, fam. I ain't leaving you out.
Greatly appreciate you.
Nah, I appreciate y'all, man, and whatever we can do to make sure you guys stay relevant and people know that your hearts are still beating, then use us for that.
Thank you, man.
Real.
All right, no doubt. Peace, fellas.
Yo, peace to the people, man. Stay feeding them, man. Stay liberating the folks, man. Give them that good soul food.
I ain't got no other choice,
Word
man.
up.
They ain't gonna starve with me.
There you go.
All right, y'all. Y'all be safe.
No
Peace.
power to the people.
All right. One.
Peace.
Peace. That's what it is, y'all. Legendary Smif and Wesson in the building. Y'all know how we do it. General Steele, VVS Verbal, joints we just played earlier, off the chain. And seeing like K Melody, she got a collabo brewing. Y'all got an interview out the deal. I'm just saying. It's crazy, man.
What are you saying?
I'm saying a lot. You just ain't hearing me because your head is hurting.
Listen, I'm gonna need you to know.
I'm going to cut your mic off. There you go. Bye. Anyway, it's your man E. Jones. It's not too early. It's 12:58. Get your assets up. Anywho, y'all want to shout anybody else out before we tell them goodbye?
So I want to shout out the podcast, For the Record Podcast. You know what I mean? I'm shouting the team out. You follow us on Instagram at For the Record Podcast _. Big things coming. The year is only halfway over.
No doubt.
It's not even halfway over.
It's not even halfway over?
No.
So they really not
Yo,
ready.
Ty, you know what, Ty? We got to let them know. Ty, let's just let them know. They had their fun, right?
But the summer is
It's
over.
ours. So that's all we got to say. Y'all had your fun, and we gave y'all that break. it's not like y'all took it. We gave it to y'all. The summer's, it's ours now. Y'all had your fun. You know what I mean? Go back and hibernate. Because y'all going to be hibernating for the next 9 years. All right, we out of here. E. Jones, K. Melly. You already know what it is, man. Y'all know who we are, man.
Check this out.
You're listening to WWRN Urban Classics.
My man here told me that y'all was the crew to get with.
You better damn know it.
To all our haters, we say,
no matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now.
WWRN Urban Classics.
We ain't playing, man.